Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so I am keeping an eye on my stream here just to make sure that I'm not going to get like pegged again for licensed music that I am subscribed to. Bastages. I am working on Nocturnal missions, and let's go ahead and get back to where we were. So basically in this chapter 3 that I'm working on, we're still in the bar, and I'm trying to get out of the bar. It's taking a little bit to get there. I gotta finish up this page right here, and that's just pretty much her right there, and I'll have to put the exposition in, and I'll probably reduce everybody down to put that in. I started thinking about more of what this character is saying, along the lines of what I've got in my plot description and story, because I was pretty general on what I was saying in my story. It was basically like he goes to the bar, he meets up with a friend, his friend listens to his story kind of prompts his friend into saying, well, let's go to this bar or this club, and that's where he has a better ability to pick up on more people, and that his friend is kind of helping him out. And I started thinking about motivations. I have this one place that I go to try to enhance my writing. Let me see. And one of the tips that they gave in the blog was basically to, let me see if I can find my blog here. It's not mine, but it's one that I subscribe to, and it's really good, and I use it often to like create characters. I use it to enhance my characters, and this one definitely is going to help. This is called the Write Practice. Write as in WRITE, practice, and they were talking about how rising action works in the story, and then they were also talking about motivations. The one in particular was how to keep score in your story with scene goals. So in my story, I had like the plot, and then with the plot I had like my plot points. So as I'm drawing, I try to hit the plot points and fill in the blanks that I didn't fill in when I was writing. So one of them was keeping score, and this is written by let's see if I can get there, Kim, get there. And I thought it was a really good blog post, and I'm going to bring it onto the screen here, and it's really cool. If you're thinking about writing your own comic or writing a story in general, a novel or anything like that, the writepractice.com is really super resourceful. I'm going to bring this over. Here we go. It looks like it's done its thing. And this one is basically how to keep score in your story with scene goals. Now, what it basically boils down to is everybody in your story has goals. This is written by Jocelyn Chase on the Write Practice, and I urge you guys to like kind of take a look at it. I'm not getting endorsed or anything by any of this stuff. I just think it's a really good source, and I'll bring them up every now and then to let you guys see some ideas on how to, if you want to become a writer, if you want to, enhance your work. And, like I've come across a lot of stories that are boring as hell. Some of them that don't seem to go anywhere, kind of like getting out of this damn bar. And I started thinking about the goals of everybody here and the goals of my main character, Derek. So basically you want to set a goal for every scene. Every character in there wants something. So I started looking at what these guys want. She wants to get laid. He wants somebody to be in his vicinity to sleep. That way he can make more money. And then his friend, we still don't know what his motivation is. Right now, we think it's just to help his friend. This is Bryce. This is his best friend that he met up with. He's in the bar and he's just trying to process that he's going to be a father soon. And he's got a job with the FBI, and along with, it's just a lot to take in. It's like a big life change, and he doesn't know how to process that. In chapter 2, Bryce meets up with Derek, and he mentions how, no, it wasn't snakeskin, it was sequined. Oops. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Let's see, and that would be this layer. Okay. Yeah, so he meets up with him at a bar, and I'm not sure how much is coincidence and how much of it is, that they planned. I wasn't thinking too much about that. Yeah, I think it's kind of unplanned because he was planning on getting a good night's sleep before his lady of the night left. So right now he's just thinking about things that he hadn't really considered too much. And his friend is kind of giving him some ideas on what he can do and what are his options. Because, like guys like to fix things. And this guy likes to fix things that aren't his own problem. So that's what's going on in these scenes so far. And we're just about to get out of the bar. I just wanted to see if I can fix this character here. And she is older. And his friend is kind of rude. He's like, what are you doing here messing with fossils and stuff, type of thing. He's got that kind of attitude. I'm trying to make an ellipse. Here we go. I'm going to put it on its own layer. That's right there. Sorry. They're sitting on half cue balls. There we go. And let's see. He's stripes. He's solids. We'll make her a stripe. It's on its own layer, so I can go ahead and just kind of fill that with white. And let's see, we'll just go ahead and I'm trying to think. We'll switch it back to favorites, soft brush. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, because it's not the right color. So about like right there and about right there. And then I'm going to erase. So these little balls that they're sitting on are the bar stools. Probably just bring that back up and raise it up a bit, and they only come about up to their butt. Let me see, and we're not going to see this much of the chair anyway. Let me see if I can move it, or actually before I move it, I need to close up the hole. Yeah, so I'm thinking of motivations. What's the motivation of these characters? And see if I can bring that down. It's not doing it right. Fine. Not rectangle, freehand. Okay, so Okay, good enough. And since it's all on that same layer, I can raise it up and lower it. Oh, gosh. Okay, let go. Okay. There we go. So it'll be about right here. We'll bring it down a little bit. Because the table or the bar itself is going to come here. Let's see. I gotta figure out what layer I want to put it on. Probably underneath. There we go. And we're going to put it beneath these guys. So we'll put it about right here. We'll create another layer. Alright, so motivations. I was thinking about how Derek, our guy right here, you know, how he's feeling, what he wants, and I need to figure out what he really wants. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And let's see, I need to get back up to this layer, and I'm trying to blend that. So I'm trying to figure that all out, and I want his friend to be kind of like a smart cookie. I don't want him to just blindly help him or appear to be helping him. So I'll try to build up motivations and things like that for this guy. So his friend is in the FBI, so I'm wondering how I want to, and I know he's like eager to prove himself and all that stuff, so I'm going to play on that. Let's see, so the ball is going to be beneath everybody, well, beneath him. So this layer where he's looking down, so the ball has to be down there. So I'm going to bring, let's see, if I move that first, let's see, we'll put her above the ball. There we go. Alright, and then I need her sequins. Alright, and then from here, let me get out of this thing, I don't need this anymore. Okay, so figuring out their goals. Derek is going to, he talked about what was going on in his life. And I want his friend to call him on his bullshit. And if not call him on his bullshit, at least consider that he's full of it. There's a reason why these things are happening, and why he's not actively seeking help to get rid of it. I mean, it's like, if this thing is tormenting you and you're playing it so that it's like tormenting you, why aren't you doing anything to make it stop? So that's where the motivation is for the friend so far. That Derek is keeping a secret from him to why he's not doing more to get rid of this whatever. We're going to give it a name, I guess. Call it maybe the entity or something like that to make it something that they can discuss. Okay, I need to get rid of this whatever shadow it is. Let's see, is it this layer? There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and soften this ball here. And then I'll eventually merge it to our girl here. All right. We'll give a little bit of a tone. Oops, not that tone. There we go. Make that a little bigger. Because I want to put a bit of a highlight on here, and can't do it if it's white on white on white. There we go. Kind of make it shiny. Kind of reflecting some of the light that's there. Okay, soft brush, bring that down. Black. Alright, and we'll throw some black behind it. So it looks kind of concave. Alright. So right in this scene, he's kind of in his own head and kind of half listening to his friend, and he's really trying to find a way to just get somebody to get some sleep. You know, it's not really trying to analyze the situation, but his friend is trying to, you know, wrap his head around it. Okay, so like right here, let's give ourselves a thought balloon. And then before I do that, I'm gonna have to reduce everybody's size, I think. Let's see, Derek here. The bottom of him is not merged. Let's see. Yeah, there's more here. Crap. Let's see. Maybe my thought balloon won't be so big. Let's try this. Let's see. I want his friend to go through the options that Derek has, the way he sees it. And let's see, we'll do it this color. And since it's on its own layer, I can kind of manipulate it. Now everybody's gonna have to go down just a smidge. Let's see. So I don't mind it. I wanted his words to kind of be heavy on him, so I don't mind if it overlaps him a little bit. So let's see. We'll say that, and I wrote down everything, I just don't have it in front of me. I can go grab it real quick. Let's see. I'm going to edit this text. And we'll bring that about like right there. And we'll bring that down to about 40, yeah, we'll say it, we'll do 60 for now. Now I want him to say, like, from his perspective, you have three choices. Hold on. So here's the fun part. I get to condense what I want to say. Okay, so the way I see it, you have few options, I should say. Okay, so this is fun. I hate typing on this thing. It's like one finger typing. Okay. Oops. Now to keep it from being boring, I have things happening in the background. So I have old girl checking him out, and I have him kind of brooding, and he may respond to like one or two of his words. The way I see it, you have a few options. You could, and I might need to paraphrase what I've got. So you could quit your job. It will go, and whatever this entity is will go into starvation mode. So in order to say all of that, because the job is the thing that is he's feeding the monster to keep. Let me move this a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just reduce these guys. All right. Let's see. I'm going to merge. I'm kind of happy where everybody is. Let's see. I can duplicate that. And I could have that over her, or I could have it near him. And instead of recreating the wheel, I'm just going to duplicate this one. And then bring it over, since it's just about the right size. Okay, so deselect that. because he kind of blames his job for this entity being a little greedy. Okay, that's that one. I'm going to put like a little tail on it. I don't need that. Let's see. No. I need the free hand. There we go. Let me see. I need to bring that one up higher. I hate when that new group thing, I think it, let me move this back. There we go. Yeah, I hate when it creates a new group because it diminishes how many layers I can use. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out, I wanted to say maybe wait, hear me out, or yeah, we'll put like wait, hear me out. I want to do it all on this particular page. The way I see it, you have a few options. You could quit your job, not going to happen. Let's see. Shit, I'm out of layers. Okay, I don't know which this one went to. Okay, that's this drink. Okay, so I'm going to merge everybody that's not text. This needs to merge. Merge that down. We'll put that above. Trying to decide, do I want to put a tail on this one? Duplicate this. And then I'll take the other one and move it. Move that over. Okay, so they're not going to happen. We'll move that over. And then I can use this one elsewhere. Okay, so now his friend is pretty much going to be just talking. I'm going to move that just right there for now. Okay. Let's see where we are. Make sure I'm Now try to decide if this sounds right. Not going to happen, not gonna happen, not going to happen sounds okay. Okay, so I'm going to get that in there. And I'm going to merge that one down with the one it goes with. That way I can diminish the layers. Oh, I shouldn't have done that yet. I need to make it into his color. Let's see. His color is going to be a little darker. Just want to make sure that we can tell who's saying what as clearly as possible. We'll do this color. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide, let's see, I'll bring this up. And I could bring that closer. And I almost want his friend not to kind of hear him. I don't know. It says you could quit your job, not going to happen. And maybe not even think about what his friend wants. He's just pretty much trying to get his thought out. You could quit your job. Let's see. Let's see. So, whoops. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to move this one. Oops. Yeah. Got to be on the right layer. I'm going to move that down. Let me see if this works. If I hold down the arrow key, yeah, I love that trick. I was watching another YouTuber do a tutorial, and if you hold down the blue arrow key, and you've already got something selected, but you need to be able to see below this stupid bar down here, you can hold that arrow down and you can move it. So I'm going to have his friend talking. Okay, so okay, you could send it in. You might be able to send whatever this is into starvation mode. Which would probably make it worse. Let's see. Okay, so I got that. And I'm probably going to have not going to happen each and every time. Let's see. You can quit your job. Okay. You can keep your job. Let's see. I hate how it always pops up huge. It'll keep the font, but it will bust it up to the biggest size it wants. Okay. Let's see. You can keep your job. Okay, so option number 2 is keep your job and take on stuff like take it on like a man, but you'll end up losing your job. Who's that 90? And I don't want to go below 40. Okay, so let's see, I've got you keep your job, face the entity head on, face the entity on your own, and lose your job. Okay, we'll put that other one beneath it. Let's see, I think it's this one. Yeah. We'll make that bigger. Okay, you keep your job facing this enemy or this entity. Facing this entity on your own and lose your job from poor performance due to lack of sleep. Okay, I'm going to make the keep your job. Okay, make that a little bit longer. I found that if I'm using like this ellipse, if I put the little circles on the edge of the ellipse, it'll center the words. You keep your job. Let me see if it'll give me some more space. I might have to bring that in if I do that. Yeah, okay. So I like that. Make sure that's the right one. Merge that down. And then raise that up. And we'll put that above. So we'll put it above everybody here. There we go. There we go. Not gonna happen. And then the third option, or let's see. All right, so keep job, take on stuff. Let's see. Okay, he could quit his job to lessen the stress so that he can handle the beast. It'll go into starvation mode and turn on you. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'll bring this this one down just a little bit so I can put the other one in. Let's see, would it let me put it behind? No, that's that layer. Yeah, this would be behind. Okay, and then I need to move this one above. And I wonder if I can slide it over. Let's see, it will need to be above that one, but below this one. Well, then again, let me see. I don't want to make it any smaller. Let me see if I can move his friend over. Let's do this. I'm going to duplicate this one. We'll bring that above. Now the cool thing without having outlines is that I can easily merge that onto another balloon, especially if it's got an indentation. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to be option 1. You can quit your job. Not going to happen. Or, here we go, we can do let's see. I need to make that smaller. Oops, I went on the lips, not. Or you keep your job facing this entity on your own and lose your job due from poor performance due to lack of sleep. Not going to happen. Or you can keep doing what you're doing, sacrificing these women to feed your greed. Let's see. No. Or keep job, find people to sleep with or around, feeding it, and feel like a rich asshole. Okay, alright, so edit the style. It needs to be above. Oh, there's nothing in there. That's fine. Edit text. Let's see. Keep job. Find. I'm not going to add more stuff to it because I need to keep it brief. Or you keep job. Let's see. Let's see. Or you keep job. Keep finding people to feed the entity and keep feeling like a greedy asshole. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I need to make it a little bigger. All right. Let me put a little tail on this. Yeah, thinking takes so long. Okay. Oh, before I put that tail on it, let's do one more ellipse. We'll throw it on, let's see, one more layer. And then I'll merge these words together. When you're selecting it, making that selection, you can't really do too much. It's like you have to get out of it. Like say you want to color it in or fill it in, you have to deselect it. Okay, so like at this point, we'll put that right there. And I'm going to have to see if I can maneuver this guy out the way here. Let's see. I don't think I can because I've merged him. Okay, so I think what I'll do is Okay, so that's that layer. Bring that up. Okay, so I'll merge this one down. And I think I'll put this balloon up here. I'm going to put that right there because I don't feel like drawing the hands. Lazy. Oops. Okay. Let's see. And then now I'm going to have this last one say, so what are you going to do? So what's your choice? So what you gonna do? Okay. Okay, so like right here I want to fill it in, but I'm on the wrong color. So I'm going to hold this down. It won't let me change it. Okay, so I'll come over to the paintbrush here, and then deselect the brush, hit that button here that's in the center where I hold my finger down, sample it, and then fill. There we go. So what you gonna do? Let me see. I'm going to flip that horizontal. Merge that down. And then move it to the side. They probably go down just a smidge. Okay, so now all I have to do is just fix his hands, and then go ahead and fix the new cup or mug, stein. And then the next page, I guess I got my answer. Now you can either put it there or I could put it here. Let me see what happens. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Edit style. Come on. There we go. Come on. Alright, so edit style. We'll bring it down. Now I put the ellipse on a different layer so I can manipulate it, but also so that I can still manipulate the text as well. I don't merge anything until after I've got everything where I want it, or think I want it. Put that above. Shit. Okay. Because I have this selection going, it wants to change everything outside the selection, you know, to the wrong thing. So deselect before you move or manipulate your text. Or that way it doesn't rasterize it. I guess I have my answer. Okay. Just want to kind of keep it centered. Let's see. And then on that layer, oops. Freehand. Okay. Okay, so now I want to give him a thought balloon. I have a choice on how to create one. I have one already created in my gallery. Let's see. Somewhere in here. There it is. This is one of my depositories for stuff. Let's see, things that I'll reuse over and over again. Okay, so I don't want all the little black lines around this since everything else is no lines, so I'm just going to freehand a thought balloon. Whoops, that's not what I want. Let's do this. I'm going to stay on the inside. You know, it doesn't matter because I can feel it, the shape. And create another layer, and we're using that color. Now here's where I'm going to throw his question of Derek's motivation. Make it nice and big. And this is where he's going to be thinking that Derek's holding back on him. And what he's holding back is that the nightmares keep him asleep and give him wet dreams. Let's see, which are like the most incredible orgasmic dreams ever. So he'll have, if he gets lucky, he'll have sex on top of these mind-blowing orgasms. Okay, so edit style. keep it at like 56. Okay. Let's see. Crap. There must be more. Or why wouldn't he try? Okay. Let's see. There must be more, or why wouldn't he try to stop? He's not trying to stop it. Let's see. Okay, he's not even trying to stop it. Why aren't you trying to stop this thing, Derek? What is he getting out of it? Okay, so that's where his motivation is now. He's a friend who's concerned. Okay, let's see. Go to edit style. Let me see if we can bring this down some. There we go. That was cool. Okay, so he's not even trying to stop it. Why aren't you trying to stop this thing, Derek? There's got to be more to this thing. What else are you getting out of this? Okay, let's see. I want to emphasize that else. What are you getting out of this? Let's see, I wonder if it'll let me fit it all in. Alright. I need to spin it a bit. Edit text. I want to break it up so that it's like it's on a different line. There's got to be more. There's got to be more to this thing. What else are you getting out of this? Not even trying to stop it. Why aren't you trying to stop this thing, Derek? There's got to be more to this thing. What else are you getting out of this, man? Okay, I like that. Okay. Alright. A lot of over-the-shoulder shots. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I want to figure out, should I help him? Let's see. Trying to decide what I'm going to do with these people. Am I going to... It's like he's not even trying to stop it. Why aren't you trying to stop this thing, Derek? There's got to be more to this thing. What else are you getting out of this, man? It's like he wants this. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to... Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. It's like he wants this. Okay, so let's go on to the next page real quick while I'm on a roll here. Okay, so basically let's get out of here. Okay, alright, so let's see, we'll throw the text in here and then I can draw the stuff around it. Okay, so I want to add another layer. So apparently I've got text here somewhere. Okay, so come on, let's go, man. Alright, so alright. Bring this down. Oops. Okay. Alright. So he's basically going to try to tell him, bring some common sense into his head. If you're going to keep this up, you need to pick up women who won't talk to each other. Okay. bring this down. I'll make the circles in a second. Let's see. I want him to agree with him. Okay. All right. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is setting it up so that it kind of skips a whole bunch of possible drawing that I'd have to do by talking a little bit of sense into this guy and not having him, create history since I don't have a lot of time. Women talk. This is, I'm trying to look at it from like a serial killer type of thing. The hunting ground. How do predators do their thing? If you're hunting for something, like you're a wolf and you're hunting for food, you want to go where the food is plenty, but you don't want to have to deal with a massive herd of, like kind of think of like lions, the women hunt in maybe by twos or threes, depending on how it is. They know where the herd is. They want to pick off the easy prey. And easy prey are people who are lonely and, they need somebody, in his case. But he doesn't need the herd to talk to each other. If they start to talk to each other, they'll start to compare notes like they did on the ship. we go. All right. Okay, so here's what's going on. Bryce is reminding him of what happened on the ship. Guys started to talk. And once they, they couldn't narrow anything down because you've got hundreds of people on the ship. If you've got the air wing, you may as well count about 1,000. We've got 1,500 people on as ship's company alone. And then when you add the air wing, you could have like another 1,500 or more. So, there's a lot of men and women on the ship, so they couldn't narrow it down to who or what was causing the nightmares. But he would be the common denominator between him and all those women. It's like, yeah, when you were with him, did you have like a shit ton of nightmares? It's like, yeah, so you don't want that to happen here. So he's trying to tell him that he knows the perfect place. And Derek is agreeing with him. So let's go. And then he'll explain, I'm going to take you to the E Club, or when we get to the E Club, that'll be the place that would be the best for him. And he'll explain why. Because there's like a constant influx of women. They'll be from different ships, different commands. They won't be comparing notes. They're constantly going out to sea. Some of them have, lives beyond the, and there's so many guys that come and go. It'd be kind of hard to, narrow it down to this guy. Especially if he keeps him as a one-night stand. So, it's a perfect place for him to pray. So that is what's going on now. And then let's see, I'll just have to figure out my layout to fit all the text on. So but I think he still wants to keep something like this bar as a last resort type of thing. And then like right here, I want to put his text on here so that it's like, so where are we going? We're heading to the E Club. And then here, there we go. And I think I want to increase this a little bit more. There we go. All right. Yeah, you can see my hands kind of suck. Look at that. I'm still not quite done, but and I think I'll give her some nails and maybe a wedding ring, I don't know, haven't decided yet. But see, her belt buckle's a little off, but that's okay. We'll make it work. And then there was another page that I have. Oh, it's right here. And then I got his friend doing a face palm. And while I'm on a roll, add text. Whoops. And we'll bring that down here. And that's what Bryce will say. And then I think I'll have Bryce say something else too. We'll duplicate this. And he'll say, "Really, dude?" Let me hold this down. Okay. All right. Okay, so at least the text is here. Let me check and see if I've got a face for Bryce looking at him like he's crazy. Maybe this one right here. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, that layer. Do a 3-finger swipe. Copy. Go to gallery. Oh, it looks like I already chose a face for it. Let me see if I flip this horizontal. Let's see, what face did I choose already? I think I like the one on the bottom better. And then in this, I think the character roughs is where I have all my Derricks. see. Okay, let's see. The only other downside to recycling my faces is that sometimes when I do the faces, they don't always look the same. I'm trying to get consistent. Okay, so I like this face. God, that one turned out so damn good. Let's see, make sure I'm on the right layer. Yep. Do 3 fingers, wipe. Oops. Go back to the gallery. God, I got so much drawing to do. We'll bring this down some. Okay, and then just have them exit. And then we'll show up at the club. And this is where they're gonna go. Alright, so let's see. I've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Okay, so I've got to do 5 pages. Let's go ahead and finish up this beer. Okay, so when I was doing the beer here, gosh, this is so messy. Let's do this. I'll take the soft brush. Make sure I'm on the beer's layer. That way if I have to erase, I can. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can fix this pretty fast. I'm trying to decide if I want to have them grip it by the bring it down some. Oops. put more lights at the top here. And I'll just okay. Let's do a little bit of froth here. It's in the textures, no, in the water. And this is a brush that I created. And we'll bring it up to the top, why not? He's a shitty bartender, how about that? Throw some bubbles. Oops, wrong one. Let's see, we'll use this one. And I think I might have to gesture. We'll make this and we'll make this a little darker so we can kind of see it a little bit better. We'll make that darker. What that looks like, a fist. Alright, so I'm just adding some finishing touches just to make sure that this hand stands out a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit of shading around the edges here. Just so that it does kind of have a little bit of something. All right. Almost at the club. And tomorrow I want to start working on the club on screen. And I'm still narrowing down who I want to be the next victim. She has to be somebody I can, if it's going to be like a movie star or something like that, she has to be somebody who has a lot of expressions, not too difficult to draw. I don't think anybody's too difficult to draw. I do want her to be recognizable. Okay, alright, good enough for government work. Let's go ahead and give him a bit of an outline. Give this a little bit more of an outline. Let's see if that makes that stand out a little more. It's a little bolder. I'm just kind of tease some of that line inside. Leave a little bit of white around some of the edges here, just to kind of break up some of the darkness there. And then just kind of blend a little bit of that in there. Alright, that stands out a little bit more. And then we'll do some gesture lines. All right. Okay, and then I'll just kind of clean up. Oops. What? Okay, I thought I was on the right guy. Nope. There we are. Just trying to clean up the edge just a smidge. Okay. Good enough for government work. Oh, shit. Trying to get this thing to move. Gotta be very careful not to put lines where I don't want lines to be. Oh, let's see. I need to add more texture. It was ornate first. Okay. Trying to, my iPad is really warm. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can do something to his beer here. Back to oops, water. Do the bubbles. We'll just do a little bit of that. And then I'll throw and froth. I could just copy that. Yeah, I could. Instead of reinventing the wheel. Okay, I'm just going to erase around it. Yeah, this doing comics right here is a lot of fun. And if you recognize who my sources are, my inspirations, you should get some extra points. Okay. So yay! This one is, I'll say this one's done. Woo woo! We'll go back to it later, double check it. Guess I have my answer. Okay, doing these behind, shoot, I got 10 minutes. Doing these behind shots, like over the shoulder shots like this, are pretty freaking easy because you don't have any faces. I'm going to make this a little more transparent. Let's see, it's this one right here. I'm going to drop the opacity down. Okay. Oops, I need to be on a different layer. Let's see. I think I'll put it above here. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I think I'll just give him his background tone, or base tone. Let's see. I think I'll use that one as the base tone. We'll select using freehand. Clear. Where his face will be. And his hand. The rest will be jacket. And I might even have him turn a bit. Let's see. Okay, so drop that tone in. We'll do his hair. Hair is really easy using the fine hairbrush. Okay, because he's at this angle, let me make sure I got his ear. I'm going to throw in that ear. Eyebrows are like about right here, so the ear should be a tip right there. We'll drop that down. So a lot of this is going to be his jacket. I'm going to go ahead and select that. His arm is going to be kind of draped over the back of the there. Shoot, some time to go. So what I would do is maybe a pass or two with black. Crap. And then I know that it's under some lights, so I'll just throw a little bit of lights wherever I think that the light would hit it. A little bit of black. Okay. Yeah, I've learned so much doing a comic. You know, you find that you have like things that need to be accomplished, and you just like got to figure a way to make, you know, make it work. One of the things I've noticed is that a lot of people are really super rough with their artwork, and I don't know if that's part of their style, but it doesn't have to be that way. There's so many different tools, just kind of experiment with them. The monsters, creating monsters, monster skin and everything, was so much fun, because I got to try different brushes at the same time. Playing with this hair, at first I was like, man, this is hard. Drawing hair, because natural inclination is we want to draw like every strand, but you don't want to draw every strand. You draw your shape, and then you can, you know, fill it in fairly easily with the brush tools. They're in the textures, they're right here, and touch-ups. So you've got like razor stubble to flowing hair. You have short hair is really good for fur. Oh my god, it's so amazing for fur. I used to shy away from doing hair and animals and stuff like that until I discovered those brushes, and it's just been a godsend. And even doing afros, curly hair, no freaking problem. And I think I'll, when I get to the club scene, I'll do a lot of different type of hairstyles, so you can see how freaking easy it is to do like realistic hair. Okay, so once I've kind of put down the hair that I want, I'm going to smudge it. Bring it up a bit and just kind of smudge it, and that helps to build up layers of hair. And come back to my brush and just kind of build it in. He's got hair that kind of sits up like this. It comes around. Yeah, I like doing over the shoulder shots. It goes pretty fast. Okay, so that's all I've got time for right now. I'm going to reduce her head down a little bit. She's right there. But I'm not going to break my neck with it. At first I was going to have her wear like cat ears, you know, be like that cougar. And I'm like, nah, I don't need to do all that. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video, and hopefully in the next video we'll be working on the club. I do want to throw some stuff in the backgrounds here, but if I don't have time, like I want to be done by Monday. I want to have this next chapter up by Monday. I will see you guys in the next video. If you like what you see, let's like and subscribe. Leave me a note. If you think it looks like crap, let me know. Like, you could do better than that, Kim, damn it. If you're on a journey doing your own comic, you know, I'd love to see it and how you're doing. I won't badmouth you. If you'd like some advice, I wouldn't mind giving you some. Or if you want to offer me some, I wouldn't mind listening. Anything to help skin the cat. Yeah, this is for a contest, so if you have time, and some of us do, some of us don't. It expires June 30th, and then the winners are announced July 31st or something like that. And the first prize is $15,000. So if you can squeeze out a story for Webtoons.com, the link is in the description. By all means, $15,000 is a lot of fucking money. And be sure to check out this comic. The first 2 chapters are up, and it is on webcomics, Webtoons.com. So I've got a little bit of time to show. And it's called Nocturnal Emissions, short story contest. And I'm going to check out where I am thus far, my dashboard. Oh, I only got 12 views, or 12 likes. And then I've got probably other people checking out the competition, which is basically what I did on some, but the ones that I really liked, I ended up letting people know, hey, I like your stuff. Okay, so this month I've got 16 views. I got 4 views yesterday, woo woo. And I had 1 update, so I just need to keep updating. You guys have a great one. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll be at the club, doing club stuff. And if you have any ideas on different things, if you join me in the chat or leave me a comment, good name for beer, things I can put on beer bottle labels in the background, things that would be kind of cool to see at a club. Just go ahead and leave me a comment, and I will see you. Take care, you guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.